life has been feeling a little out of control lately, you're not the only one. But the truth is, your thoughts, your reaction, your energy is all yours to take back. In this video, I'm sharing the mindset shifts that help me to stop overthinking and start actually living and taking control back over my life. And they can do just the same for you. The first life-changing mindset shift is that you can choose your emotions. And I know that we grow up and with our environment, we learn how to react to different situations. And that is how we then also show our emotions. If something bad happens, like we're stuck in traffic, we're gonna be angry because that is just about everything that we see. But we don't have to feel that way. No one is forcing us to feel that way. And emotions don't just happen to you. If you don't control them, they will happen to you. But you can take the lead and be like, wait, why am I sad now? Does it bring me any benefit now to be sad or mad or happy or whatever it is? You can choose and be like, I'm not gonna be angry anymore. And that's not only for being angry or sad or so. You can really choose to be happy. It's a decision that you can make because you can choose your emotions. And I know it needs some practice and it's first weird to just be like, no, I'm not gonna be sad anymore, but it does work. And it has worked for me so many times where I was just so sad and I didn't even really know why. Like, I was just there, I was like, wait, why would I be sad now? Like, what does it bring me to me? Like, why would I do that? There's not even really a reason behind it. And then, like, slowly, your mind realizes, yeah, honestly, it does make sense. I'm trying to change patterns that just because something bad happened doesn't mean I have to be sad. We don't have to react in a way just because other people do that, but it doesn't benefit us. We can react as we want to, and we can choose in which emotion we want to react. That also leads into the second mindset shift. What you think is not just true. I once read this quote and it really resonated with me. It says, the only thing that you're scared of is a thought. And that is so fact. We can make things look so much worse in our thoughts than they actually are. Or they actually probably gonna be like in the future. So realize that a thought doesn't have any power if you don't give it your attention. What you do with a thought that comes up is your decision. You can judge it, or you can believe it. A thought doesn't have to be the truth. It's just something that your mind makes up, so you cannot believe everything that you think about. Easy said, just because you have a thought doesn't mean it is the truth. And you can choose if you give it your attention or not. So you rather focus on the good thoughts and believe in them instead, just like all the time thinking about the bad thoughts, because nothing about it is true, okay? It's something that you made up in your mind. And that is the third point, that you focus on the things that you can change and not just flow away in your thoughts. Don't waste energy or focus on the things that you can change. There is no point. Look, I understand news, gossip, or just celebrity talks, I don't know. It is probably interesting, but you're putting away your energy to something that you have no control over and then doesn't change your life in any slightest. The only thing that you control is what you do. How you talk to someone, what you think, what impact you have to other people and to the planet and everything. Focus on yourself because that is the only thing that you can change. You cannot change how this person is talking about you. You cannot change that your boss is very annoying to you. You cannot change that. Why waste your energy on that? Try to focus on the things that you can change, which is yourself. And that also follows into the next mindset shift, which is to don't waste your energy on other person or other things. And here I want to specifically talk about judging. You will never understand another person. You will never have the thoughts. You will never be in their situation. You can never, in a fair way, judge or talk about them. And also no one can do this about you. Like, why would you care what someone else is saying about you? Because they have no idea where you are. They have no idea what's going on in your life and where you've been and what you've been through. And the same goes for every other person. You cannot judge anyone in any sense because you have no idea what's going on in their life. And talking about other things and other person just steals away your time and your energy that you'd rather put in yourself. Talking about other people says more about you and your traumas and your problems and your way of thinking than it ever does about the actual person that you're talking about. So let them live their life and focus more on your life and understand that no one can say anything reasonable about your life because they have no idea where you're coming from. If you don't change your life, no one will. No one will do the job for you. You have to take the steps, you have to put in the action. And every task that you do to get closer to your dream life is so much more important than the 100 times that you've been talking about something. Actions are so much more important than just talking and thinking about it. And I know that you probably know that, but I do think one can fast forget that no one is gonna come and do the things for you. If you want to achieve something in your life, you have to do it. You have to put in the effort. Don't start to overthink all of your ideas and goals and just start with a simple step. This already brings you so much further than all of the thinking that you have been doing before. And that leads also into the next mindset shift, which is to stop thinking and start doing. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. That quote is out of Atomic Habit, and it says so much about how every single little thing that you do matters for how your future is going to turn out. With every decision that you do every day, you choose in which direction you want to go. Even if it feels super small, in every decision, whatever you do, you have to decide yourself, do I want to do this? Does this bring this any closer to my dream life? Is this really helping me? Is this any benefit to my life? With starting something new, there is not a perfect moment, there's not a perfect time, and we both know that. It's just your procrastination, your fear, your doubts is holding you back. But what you have to do is just actually start, and you will realize it's actually so much easier and not as scary that you think it is. I have seen this video about this person talking about how when she was younger, she had so many stickers that she always kept for the perfect occasion to use. But just that occasion never came, and she still has the stickers, but she didn't use them in the time that she would actually have loved to use them, and now they're not really important for her anymore. And the same goes with everything in life. Don't stop waiting for something, some good occasion to start. Don't wait until you can put on a really nice dress to go out just because it's not a good occasion. Just live your life every time, whatever you want. Use the stickers, put on the dresses, use all of the food that you bought and you want to use, and the things that you want to go experience, go travel, do all the things. There's nothing you have to be waiting for. Last thing to this point, I have a rule that anytime I have a new idea, I want to try something new, I have to take action in the first 3 days since start thinking about that. Otherwise, I'm just never gonna do it. And that step can just be writing down something into a notes and be like, yes, I want to do that, or just Googling up stuff. It doesn't have to be something really crazy or just already actually doing the thing, but something that keeps you going on that, so you don't forget it and you don't just never start. Don't let one bad thing ruin your day, your week, your month, or whatever it is. It happens so often that something bad happened one day, 5 minutes, and the whole day is just ruined. Or something a little bit happened and the whole week is just ruined, and you don't allow yourself anymore to be happy or have fun. What I then use is the 5 rule, and it works that way that if you cannot remember the things in 5 years, there's no point about worrying or being angry about it for more than 5 minutes. And let's be honest, probably 99% of the things will not matter anymore in 5 years. So you can put in some perspective and realize it's not the worst that happened. And the same goes for looking back, probably like 3 years ago when something bad happened. How bad is it now really still? Or is it more just kind of funny that you did something and back then you were super mad at yourself that you didn't manage to do something or so? Just put in some perspective. In the moment it always seems like the world is going under, but after every bad thing that happens, something good will follow, a good time will follow, and then looking back you realize it wasn't even that bad, at least with a lot of things. Now, last mindset shift to take back control over your life is to take up space, because literally it's your story, it's your life. You should be the main character. You can do whatever you want. You should write the story and you should recreate the story and you should start brand new with a new chapter, because you can choose what you do. So now what I want you to do is to close your laptop or your phone or wherever you're watching this and take back control over your life. We probably don't realize a lot, but there is so much that we are in control over. And with that, see you next week for a brand new video. Bye bye!